This is my first time here in Fresno. I'm so glad to be invited in this event, and such events it help community to communicate each other and trying to understand more how as a decision makers and city planners we can evolve and advance the innovation in transportation in general, and most importantly how we can serve our community and residents in a better way, especially when it comes to transportation. So I'm glad to be working on the innovation mobility in Dubai. So we had a lot of lessons learned and how we can advance and support our residents in a manner that with maybe limited resources, but then you need to think differently. You cannot innovate transportation with the typical thinking, with the typical way of you approach any other modes. No, you need to think differently. For example, you need to attract talents, you need to attract companies to come. By attracting them, by asking them, by sitting with them what they need, what they want in order to deploy. So as a government or as a city, you need to provide them the right policy and legislation cover so they feel comfortable they have the right to try and fail and try again. It's not like you are a typical way that you hammer them whenever they make a mistake. No. So you need to support them as much as possible. So you have different ways. You need to think of how we can do partnership with them. So it doesn't work anymore that you are just the government and you control them. No. You need to be hand in hand working together because you're exploring new areas together. You need to think of, okay, let's have a more talk with our people to make sure they are comfortable enough to try new things. So such an event help you in order to exchange ideas, maybe think of what are the challenges that we are facing, how we can think and innovate our systems. Maybe the process that you go through in any deployment, maybe it takes a long time, and long time doesn't work with the new companies and startups. They need fast-in process. So all those things will help and support, and we learned through the years that this is the best way in order to innovate in a fast track or fast pace. So being here, because I travel a lot and attend many events, I would say being here is different because I feel the diversity of people, whether in different sessions, different breakout rooms, they're trying to tackle different pillars to innovate transportation. You can feel that people that more into thinker, more into planning, the other people are more into governing the process. You can see people actually doing constructions. So this type of, I would say, diversity in one place support the idea that we are together in order to achieve or innovate our transportation, but we just need to sit together. We need to increase awareness. We want to make sure that we are fully aware of what's going on. We should not be reactive anymore because you have the track of the technology provider and the OEMs, all the startups they feel themselves they are isolated from the decision makers, but such environments help to facilitate the deployment of new technologies. So we share the same vision, but we don't talk to each other. So once we talk to each other, we feel, oh, it's actually the same thing. We are saying the same. It's different, just we don't listen. We don't sit together. So such an event is very important. Help to communicate, help to increase the awareness, and give more comfortable to people that technology is evolving, whether you want it or not. It's a matter of how we should be ready for. It's not, we are more into the proactive mode than just reactive mode. So I do support such activities. I'm so glad to be here.